Thank you. Well, summer is almost here, and for many people, that means the return of flip-flops and sandals, but that's not always the healthiest choice for your feet. Today, Dr. Sarah Galley, an orthopedic surgeon with SSM Health, is here to talk about how some styles of shoes can contribute to painful foot conditions. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So the question we all want to know, what styles of shoes do you recommend we stay away from?
You know, there's no one pair of shoes that's perfect, the same way there's no one pair of shoes that I say absolutely shouldn't be worn. It's more about comfort to the person that's the wearer and the amount of time they're planning on being the wearer of those shoes. And so for that first day on the beach vacation where you're going to try to get your 10,000 steps, you want to have a good pair of shoes on. Or if it's your first day at the farmer's market and you're going to be out there, you're going to be tempted to maybe walk down and see some art, you want to have some good shoes on. And by good shoes, that tends to be a shoe that's less flimsy through the middle portion or the arch of the foot. You don't want to be a shoe that, I call it the taco shoe, where you can fold it in half. You want to kind of avoid those pairs of shoes. On the other hand, though, if you're looking to have like a night out, you're going to take an Uber downtown, have a nice dinner, go home, that pair of shoes, you can prioritize the style, the look, because you're not taking nearly the number of steps. So it's a balance.
Absolutely. If you're a fan of those taco shoes, I know I find myself in that situation sometimes. What damage can you do to your feet, or what problems could you run into if you wear them too much?
It's a great question, and it's more about, the harm they can cause versus the pain they can cause you. If you have a normal, structurally sound, healthy foot, they're not going to hurt your foot or cause degeneration in your foot just because you wore them. It's more they can't hurt, or you can't hurt your foot, but they can make your foot hurt, is kind of the expression I use with patients when I'm talking about the shoe wear decisions that they make. So if you do want to wear that cute pair of shoes, not the end of the world. If you have an interview and want to look in a nice pair of shoes all day and you might be walking a campus or something, you can still do that. You just have to know you may pay for it later with the decisions that you made that day to wear them.
Yeah. When people, I know we talked about arch support, are there any other features people should be looking for when you're looking for shoes that might be a bit more comfortable for you to wear all day?
Big things are, it needs to be your normal shoe. So like if you hear about some trendy new shoe that's good for the foot, but you've never worn that style of shoe, want to avoid that. So you want to stick with the kinds of shoes that your foot is well accustomed to, and then ease into something if you're going to not try like a new healthy foot trend. And so there's not one particularly right style for a person or another. General strokes is the arch should be supported. Try to avoid the taco shoes in general, and then try to avoid shoes that your foot is not accustomed to.
All right, a lot of really good information. I know I need to take some of those lessons to heart, so thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.